Hi everyone, what should we pack for a toddler? We're going to Disney World and I'm very excited. I have gone to Disney World already with my toddler, so I do have some do's and don'ts, right? We're going to talk about the do's right now. I'm trying to do the top 5 things that I absolutely have to have for him when we go back. So we're going to start with number 5. So we drive to Florida and we drive the whole way from Rhode Island to Florida. And so the number one thing I think about, which is technically the number 5 category of importance, would be his baby bag. And it's not just like a typical baby bag, it's more of a travel bag for him. And he gets his own bag and has his own things in it. So what I put in it would be obviously the diapers and the wipes, bottles, his baby food. He still has like the fruit pouches that he likes, and any snacks. The yogurt bites, the rice crackers are his favorite, and extra clothing. So the last time we went, he had an accident and he threw up his entire bottle. And we're not sure if it was a little bit of the motion sickness that was happening. It was right when we hit New York / New Jersey that happened. And anybody who's driven there knows that it's really like windy. And on the way back, I sat in the back seat and I was like, whoa, I can see why he might have gotten sick. We were really hoping that it wasn't something that he was going to get car sick the whole way through, and luckily he didn't. It was just that one time and he was able to eat fine afterwards, so he didn't have like a stomach bug or anything. I really do think it was just all the turns and twists and the bumps, and the roads are not so great. So he really did get sick, and it was cold over here, so he had a jacket on, he had his onesie, like a kimono on, and then he had a shirt and pants underneath. So luckily we were able to remove the sweater, remove the kimono, and he still had clothes underneath that hadn't gotten vomit on. We had to clean the car seat, so extra wipes is important. And he still had extra clothes, and we had extra clothes in the bag. We changed his socks and things like that. So for us, it's definitely important to have extra clothes readily accessible for him. That way we don't have to go into his luggage, because obviously we had clothes for him in his luggage, but with everything, with the playpen and all that stuff in the car, it would have been really hard to get to. Number 4. His medicine and toiletries. Now, he doesn't have prescribed medication that he has to take, luckily, but he is teething. And when we were there in December, he was also teething. At the time, he had some molars coming in, and currently he has some new molars coming in. So we do give him some Tylenol every once in a while if we see that it's really painful for him and he's crying and whining and things like that. So Tylenol was our friend in December, and it will be coming back with us this time around. We also use these teething pills that are soothing for the gums, any gel creams, things like that, anything that will help him, relax that pain from the teething. This time the teeth are already popping through, so hopefully by the time we get there it won't be an issue, but I will bring it just in case. Along with the toiletries would of course be extra diapers. I bring half a box with me, couple packs of wipes, because they get lost. I don't know where they go. There's never enough. So I always bring extra packs of wipes. Pacifiers, he still uses pacifiers, so I bought brand new packs last time we went. I will do that again just in case he loses one. We have backups, and we don't have to try to run to a store mid-vacation. We just have them. Saline and any kind of nose pump, nose rub for him. He does get congested. I think he has some form of allergies sometimes. And in Florida back in December, we didn't have that issue, but now that it'll be springtime, I'm not sure how he'll react. So I just want to make sure he has that. And of course, his sunblock and anything like that, like any toiletries, his toothbrush, things like that, will definitely is number 4. Number 3 is these portable fans, rechargeable, so you don't have to plug them in. They have a battery, and you can just charge them. We didn't have to use them. Luckily, I did bring them with me just in case, but it wasn't so hot when we went in December that we needed them. I'm expecting it to be a lot hotter this time around in May. And so definitely we have 2 of them. We'll definitely be clipping them onto his carriage. And you know, maybe I'll get a 3rd one for myself because I don't like the heat either. But this is for him, so he'll definitely have 2 at least to you know, stay cool. They definitely have those like spray bottles that have the fans. You know, we'll gauge it at that point if we need something like that, to kind of spritz them to keep them cool. I'm really hoping, I try not to go in the summertime for that exact reason, even without a toddler. So I'm really hoping that we are not going to hit really hot weather. I have gone in April and in May, and the weather is pretty nice. It's not something that's uncomfortable. It's just hot. You know, it's just like a regular summer. It feels like a regular summer for me. So I'm really hoping that it stays that way. You know, my parents just went back in March and they had 90-degree weather the whole time, and I was like, it's not supposed to happen yet. So I am hoping that we get decent, moderately warm, nothing too crazy. Number 2, which I didn't realize how much this, like, I didn't realize how important this one was the last time we went. I kind of just took them just in case, and it really was a lifesaver for us. It really was something that like absolutely needs to happen again, which are bringing his favorite toys and books. We brought a few toys with us last time thinking, okay, maybe he'll have, you know, he'll want to play with them. We didn't realize like the times that we're getting ready in the hotel, you know, he needs to be distracted, and the TV and the cable, you know, sometimes will distract him, but not enough because it's not really the shows that he's used to watching on YouTube and things like that. So having his toys there really helped. My mom also brought some books with her, and of course she always has like the best like little trinkets for him, keep him busy. And she brought books, and he was completely like to the moon with these books. Loves them, still loves them, and I definitely will have to bring some with me next time. And it really kept him entertained, busy enough where we could get ready and not feel like he's bored and he's like ready to go. Because there were times that he would even try to put himself in the carriage and say like, let's go, like we got to get out of here. So if I was able to distract him with a book, that was great. So number 2 is definitely bringing his toys and his books and always keeping something to kind of keep him entertained. Now for number 1, it's also in the entertainment category, is a must, and I'm glad we did it last time, was his tablet. He doesn't use a tablet on his day-to-day at home. He watches TV. He does have screen time, so that's fine. But the car ride is so long. Now we're driving for 28 hours, if not more. And we get bored too. We're on our phones if we're not driving. So I could only imagine if I didn't have that, how much harder that drive would have been to kind of keep him entertained. We also had toys and books for him in the back, but Finny the Shark on YouTube was our savior, and we did not care that we were hearing the same cartoon over and over again. He was just so entertained and loved it. Entertainment is key, trying to keep them focused on something else other than the ride itself, because sitting in a car seat, not being able to move was a lot. You know, we did take a lot of breaks to let him stretch, but in between those moments, the tablet was absolutely necessary. Along with that, it's like a bonus would be the chargers for it and the battery backups, because you know, he was using it a lot. So we wanted to make sure that it wouldn't die. So we definitely had a battery pack with us. Now, he didn't use the tablet at all during our stay there, which I liked. We always had it charged and ready just in case he needed a little bit of finny. But for the most part, it was just for the drive, and we'll be using it the same way this next time around. Okay, so those were my top 5 items that I absolutely have to bring with us for him when we go. Of course, there were other things that are just kind of given, like extra clothes, the pool clothes, bathing suits, sneakers, sandals, socks, tons of socks because we lose socks like crazy. His carriage, making sure we have his carriage, his playpen, the car seats are given because we drive, some extra blankets, things like that are kind of the must, like whenever you go and travel with a child. So I really wanted just to highlight the top 5 things that you could technically do without, but I wouldn't advise to do without. Let me know down below if there's something I'm missing and you've gone and traveled with a child, and maybe you're like, wait, you didn't mention this. Because maybe it would be helpful. So comment down below, let me know what you think, and like and subscribe. And next time we'll go over what I pack for myself, because that's important too.